Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Hannah, and on this channel we talk all things home decor, home aesthetics, mixing high and low with new and old. And in today's video, we are talking all about rugs. So if this is something you are interested in watching, please feel free to keep watching. And if you haven't already, I would love if you would like, comment, and subscribe. You know to hit that bell button so you never miss a video. And if you're wanting some daily inspiration, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Hannah Naylor. Without further ado, let's get into this video. So the first topic we are discussing is rug size. What size rug should you do for your space? My rule of thumb and my biggest advice to you guys is to go bigger. There's nothing worse than having a rug that is undersized and too small for a space. So if you're contemplating between an 8x10 and a 9x12, I would definitely recommend the bigger size. There's that saying that's like, you'd rather be overdressed going to a party than underdressed. I think this same kind of concept goes hand in hand with rug size. So if you're kind of on the fence about what size to go, think bigger. Next topic is your furniture and your room. You always want that rug to be centered to the room. You want there to be even spacing on all four sides of your rug. Now take this video with a grain of salt. Sometimes this won't apply to every single person. For example, my living room, I have my L-shaped sectional that is pushed up to one side of our living room. So obviously that rug is going to be a little bit shifted over to the side of that wall, but for the most part, you want to try to have your rug centered to a room and even spacing on all four sides. Now when it comes to your furniture, this is also a topic that I've discussed here on my channel, but you want at least the front two legs of your furniture to be touching that rug. Even if you have an accent chair, if you could have it somewhat on that rug, that way there is connection. And I think that's where the whole rule of thumb comes in. You want there to be some sort of connection between your furniture and the rug. Your rug is what grounds the space. So if you have furniture that's not even on the rug, there's going to be a huge disconnect and there's not going to be a really good flow to the overall look and feel of the space. So for this tip, make sure you have that rug centered to the room, even spacing on all four sides, and to make sure that all of your furniture, at least the two front legs, are touching. When we are talking about your sofa and your rug, you want there to be at least 2 inches of rug on either side of your sofa. So essentially, you don't want your sofa and your rug to be the same width. It's gonna look really, really silly, so you wanna make sure to accommodate for that extra width. So when you are looking for different dimensions on a rug size, make sure that you take that width into consideration when you are thinking about what size you need to go. So definitely accommodate at least 2 inches on either side of that sofa for a proper fit. All right, you guys, this next topic, hold on, because this is where people have the hardest time, and that is patterns, mixing patterns. How do you have 2 different kinds of rugs in a maybe close proximity to each other, or if you live in an open floor plan, how do you make those 2 mesh together? This is a huge, huge question. So my rule of thumb when it comes to mixing 2 different types of rugs in a close proximity space is 2 different patterns. I suggest doing one with a larger scale pattern, maybe a bigger, bolder pattern, and then that second rug having more of a finer print pattern. That way there's a little bit of dimension between the 2, there's a little bit of difference between the 2, and you also want those color tones to play off of each other. So look around in your space, what are the color tones? For example, my home is more of an earthier tone space. I have my greens, my browns, my blacks and whites, a lot of contrast. So when I'm searching for rugs, those are the colors that I'm planning on searching for. Now, I think a lot of people are also afraid of pattern, and don't be afraid of pattern. Pattern is such a staple when it comes to a space. It really does make or break a space, because think about it, it grounds everything. So when you are searching for a rug, really pay close attention to the pattern that you are selecting, because it really is gonna set the mood of your entire space. So don't be afraid to mix your patterns. If you are going to have 2 rugs in close proximity, think one with a little bit of a bolder size print, and the second one being something a little bit more finer. Obviously pay attention to those color tones, because they should be sisters, not distant cousins, if you know what I mean. So definitely pay attention to your patterns and your colors. Playing off of the pattern topic we just discussed, when do you mix pattern and when do you mix something that is a little bit more subtle with not a lot of pattern going on? Now, I would suggest having the non-patterned rugs go in an area that doesn't have a lot of foot traffic. The more pattern, the more it is going to camouflage any imperfections, stains, If you have animals, you want the patterns to be in areas that are gonna be a little bit more used on a regular basis. If you have a rug that is a little bit more neutral, maybe it is a lighter color, I would recommend putting those rugs in an area that don't really get touched very frequently. Maybe this is a formal dining space. Maybe it's your guest bedroom. Think about spaces that aren't used very frequently. If you're wanting to mix maybe a more neutral tone or something that doesn't have a lot of pattern, I would definitely recommend putting those in areas that don't have that much foot traffic. Let's talk some of my favorite rug brands. We'll start with the lowest and work our way up from a price point standpoint. My favorite are Naylor, Rugs USA, and Boutique Rugs if you are wanting that look for a lot less money. Now do take in consideration, these are gonna be more of your synthetic rugs. They're not gonna be hand woven, although Naylor does have hand woven options in a more higher price point rug. Naylor is great. If you are one that wants something for a high traffic foot area, I have one of their rugs in my kitchen. I have a kitchen runner and I'm telling you guys, this is the best rug. I'm getting that pattern, I'm getting that color, but it's a flat surface. Easy to clean, it's super forgiving. We have stains all the time between the kids, between cooking. These are really a great option if you are wanting that look without the hefty price tag. So check out Naylor. Rugs USA and Boutique Rugs are very hand in hand with the selection that they have, the price point that they offer. And one thing really cool about their websites is they actually have a option to input your picture of your living room space or your dining room area and insert the rug that you are contemplating so you can kind of get a general idea of what it might look like. Obviously do take it with a grain of salt. It's gonna be a little bit distorted, but that way you can kind of see the big overall picture. Now, if you are wanting to see what your rug might look like in your space, another platform that I have recommended here on my channel is Canva. It is a free platform for you guys to use. This is a great way to kind of do mood boards, to kind of put the rugs that you are contemplating together. This could also go back to the topic of mixing your patterns, so you could input maybe the two patterns you are, debating and see if they work well together. So definitely be sure to check out Canva as well as an option on how your rugs might look together. Now, as we are moving up into our higher price points, another really great spot is Home Goods. Do not sleep on Home Goods. I have come across some of the most fantastic hand woven, hand knotted, really great quality rugs at Home Goods. Now they are hidden gem. These are obviously, you can't go in and have a full selection of rugs. The hunt is half the fun when it comes to Home Goods, and I have found some really beautiful rug options, including the one that is in my bedroom. I love this rug. It is a hand woven rug, and I say they're hand woven or hand knotted rugs. The more higher quality rugs are about $1,200, $1,300, give or take, but they have some really beautiful options, so do not sleep on your Home Goods if you're wanting a rug with a little bit nicer quality. The last option for brands that I shop for more of a higher quality, higher price point is Crate & Barrel and Pottery Barn have some really beautiful hand knotted, hand woven options. Definitely a more luxe material. You can tell there's more craftsmanship within these rugs. You gotta think these rugs probably take so many man hours to make, and that is why the prices are gonna be higher on these. But I really do love Crate & Barrel and Pottery Barn if you have a bigger pocket to spend on a rug. All right, and the last portion of today's video are just 2 tips for you guys when it comes to your rugs. Let's start with how to clean them. I have been talking about this product on my channel since I started my channel, and that is Folex. I picked this tip up when I worked for Restoration Hardware. This is the best cleaner on the market, and I'm not just saying that. Sound off in the comments if you picked up Folex after my recommendation and if you love it as much as I do. It is a carpet spot remover, so I use this on everything. I use this on my upholstery, I use this on my carpets, my kids' stuff. I've even used this on some of my clothes for the girls when they get like major stains in it. So this removes pet accidents, grease, ink, red wine, food, cosmetics, dirt, you name it. This is my go-to. I love it. I swear by this stuff. So if you are needing a really good upholstery and rug carpet cleaner, this is it for you guys. The last tip on this Rug 101 video is you guys need carpet tape. I do not know why it took me so long to invest in this, which is like a $6 investment. If you are struggling with your rugs moving all over the place or shifting like a kitchen runner, this stuff is incredible. It is so good. It's a tape that you tape all 4 corners of your rug, tape it to the ground, and I'm telling you guys, I have had this on my rugs for the last couple months. There has been no lifting, there has been no shifting. This stuff is really, really very much worth the money. Yeah, there's not much else to say. So these are the 2 essential items you guys need when it comes to your rugs, cleaning and making sure they don't go anywhere. So that's the last tip and trick on this Rugs 101 list. All right, you guys, and that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this Rugs 101. Hopefully answered some of your questions or maybe some of the areas you are struggling with when it comes to purchasing a rug, patterns, what size. Hopefully this is kind of a one-stop shop with information that you can refer back to at a later date. But until next time, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.
Dance the night away, I let my head down if I won. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun.